Can you remember the last time someone told you a fact that made you change your mind? It is likely that you can't even think of a single verifiable example, but yet when it comes to trying to persuade others, we often use facts in arguments, thinking the person we are trying to persuade will change their mind. But most times, it doesn't work. Persuading ourselves or even others is about more than just doling out facts and letting the chips fall as they may. We need to understand where people are coming from. Human nature is tribal. We evolved in small groups where it seems like a bad idea to stand out when we face the options of being correct or being accepted. More often than not, we go for being accepted. Can you recall a moment when you are with your friend at a theater and someone said something that you not only disagree but was also incorrect? What did you do? Did you correct them, or you just sit there quietly, keeping the facts to yourself because you don't want to confront the person? It is dangerous to argue in a group setting. For us to be able to change our minds, we need psychological safety. We need to be assured that we are not going to cease being part of a tribe. We need to know without a doubt that we are not going to lose our friends. Coming up. If you're new to this channel, we provide directions on how to become an entrepreneur by using sound strategies and tactics. As an entrepreneur, you want to build and protect your business to spend the time with people you love and care. Let's jump right in. Flashback to the time in your life when you tried to explaining your position on something to someone to see a different perspective. Whether it is a meeting in which you are attempting to be heard, a political position you're trying to explain to a friend, a customer service agent you're trying to convince, or even a younger person you're trying to help to see more clearly. I would say the majority of us attempt to do this every day. What if I tell you that there are few things you could simply do or not do that will greatly increase your ability to persuade and influence others and make you have your way? Would it interest you? Before we take a deeper dive into more explicit tactics, please like and subscribe, hit the bell icon so you can get notifications as soon as I put more contents. When you subscribe to my channel, you will gain insights into why success depends on our ability to build and inspire so you can take action towards achieving your goals by getting best-in-class content and training experiences. For you to build your persuasion muscle, here are few things that I find very crucial. First and foremost, build relationship. Are you likable? Have you built a connection? Am I going to enjoy talking about the topic with you? These are important questions that must be positively answered if you would like to be able to persuade someone. People are mostly persuaded by someone they like. If you are not likable, then it will be a good idea not to attempt persuading because it will most likely going to turn out negatively. Number two, see and voice both sides. Before they point out objections, point it out. Anticipate and disarm skeptics. You should be able to get in their shoes, resist the attempt to oversimplify the problem, issue, or question. Understand that in most cases, a lot of smart people will usually have an opposing opinion. Number three, validate their points and feelings. The persuasion will likely be unsuccessful if you begin by invalidating their points. Repeat what you hear. No one likes feeling stupid. Number 4, your audience are emotional being. It is important that you start on an emotional note to get the attention of your audience before proceeding to give facts. A story can help you start on an emotional note. Number 5, ask versus tell. When you are pushy, persuasion can't work. In fact, pushiness is not a sustainable approach to making things work. Show humility. Many of us don't like being told what to do or think. Number 6, be comfortable with tension. Don't try to avoid conflict. Resist the urge to shut down. Reflect on any baggage you have with tension and become comfortable with it, right? Number 7, speak with authority. Don't speak in a sheepish manner and avoid excessive disclaimers. Speaking sheepishly only makes you come across as someone who is unsure of what he or she wants. Number 8, be funny. Make your jokes light. Sarcasm won't work, but if you think you are bad at telling jokes, it's better to avoid it. Let's look at don'ts, things you should avoid. Number 1, don't be flustered. Master your emotions. You don't have to respond in a certain way for you to be effective. You should be able to communicate objectively. Number 2, don't rebut reflexively. Listen more, don't interrupt. Interrupting is a signal that you are not listening. Sometimes silence is a great technique when you're trying to persuade someone. It doesn't only give you some time to think, process, and carefully pick your choice of words, it also shows you to the other person actually that you are listening. Number 3, avoid trigger words. Words like never, you have to, there's no way, I guarantee you, etc. should be avoided. Never make the mistake of misquoting them, and don't be too blunt. It is important to be good with words. Number 4, don't use bad analogies. Having an analogy is better than a bad analogy. It is simply won't resonate with the person you're trying to persuade. Number 5, don't have bad body language. Displaying blank face, analytical face, furrowed eyebrows, cross arms are turn off. Number 6, don't expect them to agree or change right away. While you may have succeeded in communicating your position, don't expect them to change right away. You don't have to feel hurt about it or taking it personally. Not everybody you talk to will be swayed by your perception. You don't have to corner them. Your job may be to just plant a seed. Check out my book on Amazon, The Art of Persuasion. With the guidance provided in this book, you will be well on your way to becoming a master in persuasion and one who is shielded from being taken advantage of by other masters. The art of persuasion is simply a mastery of communication techniques that is useful to help you attain your goals by convincing others to buy into your point of view. Down below in the comment section, share your thoughts on which tactics you like the most. How do you see yourself advancing your ambitions and business to make name for yourself? Thank you for listening, and I'll bring you more quality contents next week. Thank you.